Hi guys, this is our throat chakra and heart chakra class related to the armor of God. What is it for the heart and throat?
So the heart is our breast of righteousness, and the throat pours out from what's in the heart. So opening up the heart, releasing what is being held in here, gives us that freedom to speak the truth through our voice and through our throat. So we're going to work on both of those today.
I hope you enjoyed the meditation, and we are going to start laying down. So
with the heart opener, yeah. So we're going to take 2 blocks and go ahead and lay down, Mary Kate. We'll put one in between your shoulder blades and then one underneath your head. Arms can be anywhere you like alongside of you or out wide. Resting your legs in a comfortable position. Take a big inhale and then exhale. Let it out. Big inhale, exhale, let it out. And you can stay here 5, maybe 10 minutes, as much as you need to get grounded and to just feel that space in the heart and the throat. Bring your awareness there. We're going to keep bringing your thoughts to those spaces. So the body does keep the score, and when we are sad or when we have some emotions that we have not allowed to come through our voice, we hold it in our hearts. Also, the way that we are moving through our day. So if we sit a lot forward, this is going to make our back weaker, and it's going to make our chest tighter. If we're holding emotion, we're going to kind of roll in and protect this heart space, and our voice is going to shrink down into our throat. You kind of hear my voice a little bit off today. It's just congestion from the environment. But I had to do a lot of work to open up my heart and my voice just from my past. So it is a process, and if it feels uncomfortable or you have some emotional outpouring, just ride it through and try not to attach the story to it. Just let the body do the physical work, and then the mental work will happen eventually as well. So go ahead and let's take these blocks out from underneath you. And you're going to take a long stretch. So go ahead and lay onto your back. Take a long stretch. Reach the arms up and over. Draw your knees into your chest. And then draw your chin down to your chest and bring your forehead to your thighs. Just crunch it in. And then release. Let's do some rocking and rolling here. Rock and roll forward until you come to a seat. And then you can just sit comfortably. We'll do a little bit of release through the neck to open up that throat. Now that we've got the chest already starting to open up here, inhale, take your arms up, reach them up. Exhale, and then take a twist over to the right. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, go ahead and put your hands around your neck and just kind of massage into the neck. Yeah, pull down, drawing the hands down. That's it. You can use this tiny little ball here. Just kind of work into the neck and into the traps. You can take your hand and hold your elbow to help you press down in there and just kind of get in, working this up. So we have fascia that runs from the back of the neck into the occipital ridge, down into the traps, and when this is tight, It radiates down into the traps and then down into the shoulders and all the way into the hips. So releasing from the head down is going to help a lot. You can take the ball here and just kind of juice a little bit, pressing in. And really any kind of soft ball will work. I like this little guy because it can really get in tight into these spaces here. And then go ahead and take your arms up over your head. Big inhale. Exhale, let your right hand come down, hovering alongside your right. Just let it hover, and then take that left hand and put it on the outside of your right ear. And then gently pull your left ear down towards your left shoulder as you reach through the right hand, creating some traction and some space on the right side of your neck. Breathe into that space there. And then come back to center as you inhale, reach the arms up, big stretch. Exhale, and then switch sides. Left hand hovers, right hand gently pulls on the ears, so it's not a big pull here. It's just helping that right ear come down toward your right shoulder. Breathe. And release. Take your chin down toward your chest. This Jalandhara here. We're closing it down. We have 3 bandhas. One in the Udaya Bandha through the belly button. One is a Mula Bandha through the pelvic floor. And the other one is a Jalandhara Bandha in the neck, the throat lock. And go ahead and take your head up and tilt the head back. If this is not working for you, then go as far as does. And then come back to neutral. Let's do some bee breath. A little buzzing here, just to open up the chest, to get some vibrations in the chest, to get some vibrations in the neck. When you're ready, Mary Kate, seal your lips or your teeth and just buzz like a bee. Nice. Go ahead and take another full inhale, one more round. And release. Nice. Let's come into that Ujjayi Pranayama now. Constricting the back of the throat. Breathing in and out through the nose. Let your exhale be audible, kind of like the sound of the ocean. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the nose, letting that sound come through the back of the throat. As you practice, you want to see if you can continue this Ujjayi Pranayama, allowing the lips to stay sealed and the breath to be moving through the back of the throat. We'll also be taking some lion's breath later on as we practice, just to really open up that throat and let the sound come through. Excellent. Go ahead and get to the length of your mat. We're going to extend your legs. And you're going to sit on your bottom again. Extend the legs forward. Bring that right leg in about 90 degrees. And bring that knee out. Yeah, there you go. Left hand is going to come down. Right hand is going to come down alongside your right hip. Left hand is going to come up. Big inhale here. Maybe you start to press down through that right hand. Lift your hips up and take a little opening through the back. There you go. And just let your head go here. Shake it out. Yes, yes, no, no. Just let it go here. Inhale, come back up. Let your bum sit back down. Exhale. And then switch sides. So if you're not able to lift as high, don't worry. You do the best you can. The left hand's going to come down alongside of your left hip. Right arm lifts. Deep, long breaths. Let the head go. Just shake it out. And then go ahead and sit and release. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let your chin drop towards your chest, closing off that Jalandhara Bandha. Doesn't matter how far your hands go, the body's still not quite warm yet, so you'll take your time here. Go ahead and release. Cross at your ankles. Plant your hands down and then either step or maybe jump your legs back. Find a strong plank. Hold your plank here. Chin is in neutral. Look forward toward the top of your mat. Press down through your hands. So strengthening the back muscles here are going to help counter that weak back and tight chest. Keep pressing through your hands and pushing through the back. One more, and then lower all the way down, completely release. Go ahead and let your chin come forward. So place your chin forward. Take your arms forward, and then we're going to press back into puppy. So your hips are going to lift. Come on, Nala. Come on, girl. Hips will lift, come down into puppy. Again, see if you can bring your chin forward. There you go. Breathe into the shoulders, into the heart space, into the neck. Draw the arms back, bring them underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes and then send your hips back. Find a down dog. Go ahead and pedal out here. See if you can release that neck. Just let it go here. And then walk your feet up towards your hands. Tiny little steps, walk up. Exhale when you get there. Interlace your hands, open your feet out wider. Take your hands up and back behind you. Let your head go. Bend your knees as much as you need to here. Right knee bends a little bit more. Drop your right shoulder, look up over your left shoulder. Back to center on an inhale and then switch sides. Inhale back to center, release the hands, bring them to your shins, heel toe your feet in, either under the hips or maybe toes touch. Exhale, release, let your chin drop. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up, cactus the elbows, dip the head back. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step your legs back, find a strong plank. You can always come down onto your toes here. You want to round that upper back, press your hands away, chin is in neutral, push forward, And then lower down, all the way or halfway, your choice. Release your toes. Inhale, up dog, pull the shoulders back. Take a little side to side with the neck. Exhale here. Tuck your toes under and then send your hips back, find a down dog. Taking some deep breaths. Ujjayi pranayama. When you're ready, walk, step, or maybe jump to the top of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Cactus the elbows. Take the head back. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Chin to chest. Tuck it in. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. And then you'll step the legs back. Maybe you'll jump them back. Make your way through a vinyasa. Big inhale, lion's breath. Stick your tongue out. Ha! Nice. Inhale, step your right foot through. Low lunge, drop your left knee. Sweep the arms up. Grab your elbows. And you want to bend into that front knee, pull the low ribs in, and then take your heart up, squeezing the inner thighs, driving that front heel back towards your hip energetically to stay balanced. Inhale, reach forward, hands surround the front foot, and then just pull that right leg back. So seated splits, keep that left knee down, straighten the leg, and then working toward getting that chin to the shin. You can always put your hands on blocks here. That's a great option. Go ahead and lift up as you inhale. And then sit back on that back heel. Bring your hands behind you. And then dip your head back a little bit if you can. Nice. Inhale, come forward. Lifting off that back heel, bending your front knee. You can take a vinyasa here, or you can just press back and find a down dog. Inhale, step the left foot through. And drop that right knee as you exhale. Arms reach up, inhale. Grab your elbows. Pull the low ribs in, take the heart up, maybe dip the head back. You want to make sure that front foot is flat. So sometimes it comes up, and if it does, you need to step it up a little bit more so you can flatten it out. Come back to center, inhale. Release the hands. Sit back and straighten the leg, working towards bringing the chin to your shin. Release that back foot, sit all the way back on the heel, hands come back behind you, and then take the head back. Make your way forward. Vinyasa is an option, or down dog. Let's take our right leg up, big inhale. Bend the knee now, stack the hip, make some circles. So we're going to press forward with that right leg lifted in three-leg dog. High on your left toes, high on your right fingertips. Push forward till your left shoulder is over your left hand. Push forward, slowly drop that right leg around, and then maybe come off of that left hand, reach the palm forward. Inhale, flip back from your wild thing. Exhale here and down dog. Left leg, inhale, take it up. Exhale, knee to nose, pull it forward. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to nose, pull your chin in. Inhale, lift up, bend the knee, stack the hip, make some circles. When you're ready, the leg squares off. Inhale, high on your right toes, high on your left fingertips. And then slowly press forward till your right shoulder is over your right hand, left hand reaches across. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Big inhale, lion's breath. Stick your tongue out. Excellent. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it through. Stay in a high lunge this time. You're on the toes of that back foot. And then you're slowly going to pull the arms up, keeping that back leg the same. Lift the arms all the way up. Finding steadiness through the lower body by lifting that back kneecap. Squeezing the inner thighs. Sweep your arms back, thunderbolt. Chin is leading. Shoulders pulling back. So nice. Hands down to the mat. And then you're going to bump up that back leg. Come into a pyramid. Yeah, so it's a shorter stance. And bring that back leg up a little bit more, up to here. There you go. And then lengthen here, lift. Exhale, chin to chest. If you need to bend your front knee, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, we're driving that chin to our chest. Getting a long hamstring stretch. Lengthen, inhale, step your left foot up to meet the right. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. Cactus your elbows. Exhale, head back. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And then down by your sides. So nice. Let's take a few Ujjayi breath here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step. Maybe jump the legs back. Either take a vinyasa or press back into that down dog if you want to skip your vinyasa. Left leg lifts up as you inhale. Exhale, step it through. Stay on the toes of that back foot. Walk your left foot out a little bit. Get really strong in the legs first before you attempt to bring the arms up. We want to keep the legs where they're planted. Inhale, arms go up. And then all the way up. Back leg engaging. Kneecap lifting on that back leg. Inner thighs squeezing. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Thunderbolt. Chest and chin leading. Lift your chin a little bit. Yes, there you go. Hands surround the front foot. And then bump up that back foot halfway. Shorter stance. Pyramid. Purusvattasana. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, fold. Chin to shin. Bring the chin down towards the shin. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, right foot steps up to meet the left. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. Elbows bend, heart lifts, low ribs pull in, maybe the chin dips back. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And then down by your sides. Stick your tongue out, look in the camera, Mary Kate, lion's breath. Now do it like you mean it. Big inhale. Speak that truth. Let it overflow from an open and giving heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward folds. We'll take it back either through a vinyasa or maybe just press back into down dog. Go ahead and take your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step it through. And then flatten out that back foot. Lead with that left arm. Take it back into a warrior B. Right arm reaches as much as the left. Soft shoulders. And then maybe just circle the neck here and see how it feels. So circle it around. Yeah, let it go. So nice. Sometimes we really hold a lot of tension in our face when we're holding these warrior poses. Keep pressing through that back foot. Let the lower body do a lot of work here. Interlace your hands behind you. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, humbly bow. Either resting the chest on the thigh or inside the knee. If you're going inside the knee, you want to keep pressing the knee into the shoulder. And then you want to pull your right hip back towards your midline. Nice. Lots of weight in that front big toe mound. Chin and chest, just release. Excellent. Release your hands down to the mat, inside the right foot. And you want to stay with that back foot the way it was. Yeah, and you're just going to walk your hands over to the left a little bit. So it's a little down dog lunge. Drop the head. Yes, there you go. You can walk the hands out a little bit more if you have the space. If you don't, just stay where you are. Continuing to bring your awareness to the chest and to the throat. Let's walk your hands back. And you're going to step your hand, you're going to take your hand to the outer edge of your right foot, either on a block or on the mat. And you're going to pop up off of that back heel, finding a half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Yeah. Flexing the lifted leg, stacking. So let's move this hand just a little bit more over the under the shoulder. Yeah, that's it. Yes. There you go. Good. Reaching the arm up. If you're reaching, if you're not, leave it on your hip. And then reach back for that back foot, full moon. If this is not available to you, you can't reach the foot, just bend the knee and let the foot hang there heavy. Can you let go of the head? Look up toward that left shoulder. Yeah, there you go. Nice and slow. There's never any rush here. Slowly release the foot. Let the left foot drop next to the right. Close off that left hip. And then both hands come down. Let it go here. Big open mouth exhale or lion's breath. Ha! Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And then down by your sides. Go ahead and press into your right foot and then bend the left knee. Bring it up. Bring the knee to the foot to the glute. So back to it the other way. Yeah, like that. So going into dancer, we're just going to start the prep here. This could be where you stop working on that standing leg. Otherwise, go ahead and reach back with your left hand. See if you can get on the inside of the foot. This allows for the shoulder to really pull back here. And this is where you can stop. Maybe you take your right arm up. That would be the second step. And then if you can take it further, you're going to start kicking the foot up and reaching forward. Working towards keeping that left knee close to the inner right thigh. And so you're not opening up that hip. You want to try and keep the knee facing down, toes reaching up. And then slowly come on up, release the foot. Exhale, let it go. Nice job. Take a few breaths here. Settle into the body, settle into the breath. So Bakasana is going to be your exit. If you don't want a Bakasana, then I'm just going to take her through an Utkatasana, and then she can take it back to a down dog or a vinyasa. Do you want to try Bakasana? All right, let's do an Utkatasana first. Fierce pose, toes touch, knees open. Bend your knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. And then step the feet back a little bit. You can open them a little wider. Knees either into the armpits for crane or for crow around the armpits, depending on what's available to you. See how she's rounding her back. She's really engaging through her core. She's looking forward. Chin is lifted here. Pressing through both hands. One foot comes up toward the glute. The other foot comes up toward the glute. If you're ready to jump back, the elbows bend more, and then you shoot the legs back. Otherwise, just step them down. Either take a vinyasa or press back down dog. Nice. Big inhale, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Left leg inhale, take it up. Exhale, step it through. Pivot and turn the back foot, and then rise with that right arm leading you into your warrior B. Virabhadrasana B. See how her knee is tracking toward the pinky toe side, and that back foot is working overtime as it engages through the outer edge and the inner right thigh. Fingers reaching equally, little smile. Nice. Interlace your hands behind you, and then inhale, lift the chest up, open it up, take your chin back. Exhale, humble forward. Let it all release. You can either rest your chest on the thigh or maybe plug it in. If you're plugging it in, take your left hip back toward midline. Yes, nice. Let the head just go here. Lots of weight into this front foot. One more breath. And then release the hands, bring them inside the foot, and then walk them out a little bit or a lot. Depends on what you can do. So you want to keep the knee tracking over the ankle. You don't want to walk so far out that you're shifting the knee. Your left toes are still pointing forward and your knee is tracking over the ankle. You're pressing through that back foot. The head is hanging. Maybe you just shake your head out a little bit here. Take this opportunity whenever you can just to release those neck muscles. They work so hard carrying the head all day long. And go ahead and walk the hands back. And you're going to place your left hand on a block or a mat. And you want it a little forward so that when you pick up that back leg and move forward, you're stacking your left shoulder over your left hand. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Flex that back foot. So nice. And it doesn't matter how high you're lifting this leg. What you're trying to do is open the chest, even if it means this hand stays on your hip. Eventually you're stacking and then taking it to a full moon, bending the top leg. And maybe you just wait here if the foot and the hand don't touch. If they touch, grab it on the inside and then take your gaze up over that right shoulder. Nice and slow, strong standing leg. Always moving with intention, mindfulness with the breath. Slowly release the foot without boomeranging it. Plant the right foot next to the left. Close the hip off. And then let it go. Maybe grab your elbows, shake the head out. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And then down by your sides. Bring your awareness to your left foot. Press into that left foot and then bend your right knee and bring the foot back to the glute. There you go. This could be a place to stop. Or maybe you reach back with your right hand inside of the foot. And then left arm's going to start coming up. You can kick a little, you can kick a lot. Work towards keeping that knee pointing down. So lovely. Strong standing leg. And then slowly come on up. Inhale. Exhale. Release. All right, from here, we're going to go ahead and release our hands down, bend your knees a lot, and then step your legs back and come into a kneeling position. Your knees are going to drop down and lift up here. Excellent. We'll take some more back bends, continuing to open up our heart through Ustrasana Camel. And you can do this, first of all, just by placing your hands in your back pockets, drawing your elbows toward each other and lifting your head, drawing the chin back, chest up, low ribs pull in. This could be enough. If you have more space and can't quite reach the ankles, you can put a block between your ankles and grab the block. You see Mary Kate's pretty facilitated in her back bends. She's done a lot of the hard work emotionally and physically to get this opening. Chest is lifting up. She's got kind of like a tabletop going on here. And then she's going to come up using the strength of her legs. So squeeze the inner thighs. Come on up, slow. Your head will come up last, okay? You don't want to fling your head forward. Do you want to do one more? You want to try for Kapotasana?
You can try.
Okay, we'll see if we can do Kapotasana. It's a deep back bend. She's going to try and reach back for the heels. And I'm going to help her find her heels. Just keep pinching back.
Okay.
All right, that's it. We tried. One step at a time, maybe next time. And then why don't you go ahead and reach forward, find a child's pose. Just releasing into here. So if you want an additional heart opener here in child's pose, bring your forearms down on the blocks and then bring your hands behind your head in prayer. This gives you an additional heart opener here. How does that feel? Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Breathing in and breathing out. Always mixing effort with rest. So you have an opportunity to check in with the body, noticing what's happening. You notice that we change the light of our diffuser to blue, moving from the heart chakra, green, to blue, the throat chakra. And then go ahead and release. Move the blocks out of the way. And then you're going to make your way to a down dog. So press your hands, tuck your toes, send your hips back, find that down dog. Nice. Right leg, inhale, take it up. Exhale, bring it over to your left tricep, give it a little tap. Inhale, lift it up to the left tricep, tap. There we go. So from here, she could take an Ekapada Kundanyasana, or maybe she can try a fallen angel. So she's going to rest onto her triceps. She's going to let her right temple rest on the mat. So let your right temple rest. That left leg's going to come up, and then the right foot is going to come on to the left leg. Nice. Go ahead and slowly release out of this. And then just drop your shin, come into a half pigeon. Just drop the shin. Yeah. There you go. Lengthen, lift up, take the heart up. Maybe even take the arms up a little bit. Try coming up onto the back toes and then lifting yourself up off of the mat. Can you do that? Nice. And then go ahead and release the hips, release the back foot. Reach forward with that length that you have found. And then melt down into the mat. So nice. You want to bring your awareness into that left hip here to try to square off the hips. If that is not working, simply your hips are tight and this left hip is coming up super high. You can bolster underneath the right glute here with a blanket, or maybe you bolster underneath the left hip flexor. And then if you're trying to work into getting your front shin parallel, you want to flex your right foot. Otherwise, you can keep it pointing back towards your left hip. Inhale and exhale. You can stay here for a few more breaths. Maybe you try coming up for mermaid or Ekaraja Kapotasana, king pigeon, bending that back knee, reaching back for the foot. So beautiful. This may not be available for you. It isn't for me. So I just do my best reaching back and putting the foot in the crook of the arm. And then go ahead and release. Slowly pull that right leg back. Shake it out, either on all fours or in a down dog. Do what you do to unkink that hose. Get nice blood movement through that right hip. Inhale, take that left leg up. Exhale over to your left tricep tap. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, right elbow tap. And then let's do that fallen angel on this side too. Bend your elbows a lot. Drop your left temple down to the mat. Left leg goes up. Right leg goes inside of the left. Slowly press back. And then come into your half pigeon, just releasing that shin down. Nice. So she's got a much more facilitated hip opening on the left side. You see her shin is more parallel with the top of the mat. So she's going to make sure she flexes her left foot and come up onto the toes of this right foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lift yourself up a little bit. Exhale, hips come down. That right foot comes down. Shimmy it as far back as you can. And then reach forward. Finding lots of space. Release here. A little foot massage you get. Just to rest up those toes from all of that standing, balancing. Any opportunity I have, I like to release some fascia on the students' bodies. Helps aid in recovery. And it just feels good. You can stay here for several more breaths. Just feeling that left hip out. And when you're ready, maybe you come back for that mermaid on this side. Bending back the knee. It's a deep quad stretch. So if this is enough for you, then you don't have to reach back for the foot. Obviously, if you've got more space, this is definitely getting into her chest and into her throat as she reaches back for this deep back bend. And release. Make your way slowly either onto all fours or into down dog to shake that leg out. And then go ahead and drop to your knees. Sit on your heels. And then send your legs forward. We'll take a wide-legged forward fold. Open the legs out nice and wide. You want to roll onto the inner thighs. And you can reach your hands forward. You can put your hands on your thighs. You can put your hands on your shins. You can reach for your big toes. And just working your way down, leading with the chin and the heart. So take your chin forward. Yeah. Reach down. See if you can shimmy your shoulders. Shimmy, shimmy, left to right. To kind of inch your way down. And then go ahead and tuck your chin. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Can you jump your toes into your hands, into a wide-legged, seated, kind of like, oh, yes, 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 yes. There you go. Now put your chest through, pull your chest through, pull on your toes. Nice. Keep lifting the chin up. Pull on the toes, lean forward with the chest. Bring the legs together. And then release them, bend the knees, drop the feet down. Excellent. Yay! Go ahead and lay down onto your back. Take a long stretch here, big long stretch. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale here. So we're going to take cow face with our legs. Right knee crosses over left. Bend this leg, bring it back. So you're trying to work the feet toward the hips. And then you're going to flex the toes. Yeah. This may not be available for everybody. How do your knees feel?
My knees are fine.
Okay. You want to work on stacking the knees. If this does not work, then you're just going to plant the top leg down and not try to cross the knees, or maybe you can put something in between the knees, okay? Let's take the arm up. The right arm goes up and then back in between your shoulder blades. Left arm goes back. Maybe you can inch your fingers to touch. If your fingers don't touch, maybe a towel, or maybe you just grab your shirt. Lengthen, lift up here, inhale. And then exhale, humbly bow forwards. Nice. So you're going to be feeling lots of stretching in the outer hips here, the heart, the elbows, everything is working overtime here. 2 more breaths. Can you soften? Inhale, come on up. Release the legs. Release the arms. Plant the feet down. Bring your hands behind you. And we'll come up into a reverse tabletop. So we want to use our feet to lift us up in this reverse tabletop. Push through the feet. Lift the quads. Let the head back. Shake the head out. Just shake it out. 1 more full breath. And then release the hips. Let's take our cow face on the other side. So left crosses over, right?
Or yes. I don't know the opposite way, right?
Isn't that your left?
This one? Right.
No. Dang it. I thought I could get away with it. Left arm goes back behind you. Right arm reaches back. External rotation, internal rotation of the shoulders. Lots of good stuff happening here in the shoulders. Length and lift. Chest is lifting. Chin is lifting. And then bow forward. Yeah, so she's much tighter on this side. It happens. The body is not symmetrical. Depends on what your dominant side is. It depends on what she's doing on that side that's making it more tight. See if you can soften here. Just soften your face. Stop the struggle. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale, release. Go ahead and release your feet. We're going to take a reverse plank this time. So the legs are going to come all the way out. And hands will come behind you. Lift your heart up first. Lift your heart up, come back down. Okay. Lift the heart up first, really lengthen, and now press through your feet, bring them closer together. Push through the feet, let the head drop. Nice. And lower down, take a forward fold here over the legs. Move some real estate around. Your hands can go anywhere on those legs. They don't necessarily have to reach the toes. Soften the face. Inhale, come on up. And then lay all the way down onto your mat as you exhale. So if you don't have any cervical neck issues or any ocular issues, you can come up into these full shoulder stands that we're going to do. If you do have any of those issues, maybe you just take a supported shoulder stand. So we'll just show you supported shoulder stand first. Bring your legs up and then bring your hands around your thighs. You can just stay right here. Neck and shoulders are comfortable. You can also put a blanket underneath the shoulders so there's more space between the neck underneath the cervical spine. So we know that Mary Kate's neck is fine. She's going to take her legs up higher. Legs all the way up. Come back up into that shoulder stand. Point the toes. Nice. So holding here for 5 to 10 breaths is nice. And if plow's available to you, you're going to bring the legs all the way back. If your feet do not touch the mat, you're going to continue holding and supporting your back. Once the feet touch, you can press your palms down, scoot higher on your shoulders, and walk your feet out a little bit more. Why do we want to keep doing this? Because we're going to finish, we're going to do our traditional Ashtanga finishing poses of shoulder stand. And the next one is ear pressure pose, Karpindasana. So we need to be able to send the legs back further to get higher on our shoulders so that we can work our shins down alongside of our ears, pressing the knees into the ears. This is usually my students' favorite pose because they press it into their ears. with their knees, and then they can't hear me anymore. All right, and you're going to put your hands back onto your back. Lift your legs up. Can you do cross-legged lotus from here?
With assistance.
Okay. So if you can't do lotus, or lotus is not yet available to you, you'll just cross. Let's just cross at your ankles first and show them. Just crossing at the ankles here. All right, she's going to try and do lotus. You just got to inch the feet in. Yeah, that's it. Just wiggle it in there. Good. And then bring your hands to your knees. You're going to straighten your arms by pushing the knees up and getting higher onto your shoulders. So it's this little sweet spot that you feel here in the fulcrum as you push the knees away and the knees push back. Nice. And I'm right here to hold you. Go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. Keep the lotus if you can. Wrap your arms around your legs and maybe grab your fingers. If that's not available to you, then you're just going to hold the legs. Good. And now if you've got lotus, you can keep lotus or you can straighten the legs. So let's come down one vertebrae at a time. Use your hands on the floor to catch the floor. Come down slowly. Maybe keep the lotus legs if you can. Hips come down. And then keep the lotus. Bring the knees down to the mat. Good. And you're going to use your palms to press down, your forearms to press down. Come onto the top of your head, Matsyasana, fish pose. There you go. And bring your hands to the mat. You want to press down into the mat. If it's available to you, you would catch your toes here with your hands, but this is fine. If your legs are not in lotus, you can extend the legs. Go ahead and extend the legs, Mary Kate. And if this fish pose is difficult for you, you can put a block underneath the shoulder blades like we started and just let your head hang off this time rather than having it supported by the block. This is again opening up her throat chakra here, strengthening the neck of her muscles, opening the heart. Tuck your chin and then release all the way down. So nice. Take a big inhale, open mouth, exhale, and take rest. The most important part of yoga practice is finding stillness, finding that space in our mind and body that allows us to sit in meditation. Meditating on the truths of God rather than on the falsehoods that are available so rampantly in this world. Allows us to let go, open up our heart to receive. And as the heart receives, it can pour out through the throat encouragement and love and praise and laughter unto those who come in our paths. As you come out of Shavasana, take your time making small little movements. Maybe stretching a little bigger, rolling to your favorite side. Taking as much time as you need to allow the body to reintegrate with this time and place. Making your way to your seat, hands to hearts, from our hearts and our mouths. We send forth light and joy. Namaste.
Namaste.